We've got crazy breaking news. Yesterday, we did the live with the Libertarian Party inviting Donald Trump to speak at the convention this month, later this month. Did the reaction to comic Dave Smith. The breaking news today is, and we talked about it yesterday, RFK Jr was invited. And I was like, I don't know why he hasn't accepted yet. Why wouldn't he go? Well, of course he's going to go. He just didn't get around to it. It's going to be, the convention is the 24th and 25th of May. In a surprising turn of events, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has thrown down the gauntlet, challenging former President Donald Trump to a one-on-one debate at the upcoming Libertarian Party National Convention. Win for the Libertarians. If you say that inviting Donald Trump was bad now, I need you to go on somewhere and just leave the Libertarian Party because you're too stupid, way too stupid for the ideas of liberty. You're just too stupid to be even associated with politics. Just go on and go do something else. You're in the wrong sport. You're in the wrong job. I heard somewhere that they're trying to get women into construction work. That's what you are. You're in the wrong profession. Go find something else to do. It's proven now that it's blowing up to like national level epic proportions. I bet you Susie Wiles, one of Trump's advisors, is probably like, I told your ass not to go. Because now what is Donald Trump going to do? Is Donald Trump going to go and try to avoid RFK? Or is Donald Trump going to back out? The people running the national convention, the Libertarian Party, Angela and them, they confirmed the time slot. So now the only other awkward part is, how do you get a Libertarian on the stage with them? If you can't, you can't, but that you would want the Libertarian candidate. I don't know what the timing will be. We don't know who the candidate for president is from the Libertarian Party. This is crazy. Let me just play this video. She was reacting to it here. Just like she was like, I didn't want to do a video on RFK, but we got to talk about what's going on.
Guys, we actually might see Trump debate Kennedy Jr., and it's going to be a lot sooner than you think. I told myself I wasn't going to post about Kennedy today. I literally was working on a video about the border, but then this happened. First, I woke up to Elon Musk sharing the video about Kennedy. So a lot of people are speculating if maybe he's going to endorse him, which honestly, I don't care about endorsements. I think we can all think for ourselves, but it means a lot to some people. Then this happened. Kennedy wrote like a letter to Trump. It says, "Dear President Trump, I'm grateful to you for calling attention to the rigged polling methodologies that biased DNC influenced media have used against you. We have this concern too, and I'm happy to show you the deceptive methodologies used by the DNC allied pollsters who pretend that I'm in single digits. You have correctly characterized these as fake polls." And by the way, he drops the receipts. I'll show them in a minute. So he goes on to say, "This is why we did our own poll with Zogby, the largest and most accurate poll of this election cycle. We had Zogby ask about head-to-head matchups. So Trump versus Biden, Kennedy versus Biden, and then Kennedy versus Trump. The results, you beat President Biden handedly. I crush him as well by even more. And against each other, I beat you in a nail biter. In a three-way, you are ahead, but I'm coming up strong." And then he goes through some more polling. This is where I lost my shit. He goes, "So I'd like to make you an offer. We're both going to be speaking at the upcoming Libertarian Convention on May 24th and 25th. That's just a few weeks, guys. It's a perfect neutral territory for you and me to have a debate where you can defend your record for your wavering supporters. You yourself have said you're not afraid to debate me as long as my poll numbers are decent." Well, they are. In fact, I'm the only presidential candidate in history who has pulled ahead of both major party candidates in head-to-head races. So let's meet at the Libertarian Convention and show the American public that at least two of the major candidates aren't afraid to debate each other. I asked the convention organizers, and they are game for us to use our time there to bring the American people the debate they deserve. Guys, this is so genius. I mean, Trump has to do it now, right? And here are some of the polls that he included. Here's that one that he was talking about from Zogby. I honestly don't think Trump is going to be able to resist. But I want to hear from you. Do you think that Trump is going to take Kennedy up on this deal?
It's not resist. Donald Trump hates debating. He's going after Biden because Biden is an old senile fool. If Joe Biden was young and younger Joe Biden, if Trump was ahead, he wouldn't debate. We saw that in the primary. He doesn't want to debate. So now he's in a tough chess move. He's in right now, RFK. So Trump made the move to go speak at the Libertarian Party convention. I don't know who's in his campaign or what, but he decided to make that move. I don't know why. I think he's seeing polling that he can get some libertarians. I don't know. So we see why the Libertarian Party did it. So he makes that chess move. The Libertarian Party said we're open to. We invited Biden, we invited RFK, we invited everybody. RFK comes and says, well, if we're going to be in the same building at the same time, we might as well hash this out. Let's talk about your record on the pandemic. This is brutal, man. Here's the tweet that she read. So he said, you versus me. How about that one-on-one? Let me get that 1v1. So that's like you show up at the park and somebody says, you've been talking a lot of smack, you and your people. Well, how about that 1v1? Are you going to walk away? That doesn't even look right. Are you going to say, well, I was going to go to the park, but nah, not anymore? That's going to look real bad. RFK said, I'm drawing a lot of voters from your former supporters. They are upset that you blew up the deficit, shut down their business during the pandemic. That's not exactly true, but it's true enough that we need to have a conversation. The people who work for you recommended it, and then it got handed down to the states. So you're not absolved from that, sir. And filled your administration with swamp creatures. Let's look at some of the reaction. Clint Russell, who actually came up yesterday in the conversation in the Libertarian Party that we were having, he came up. What did he say about this? He was like, RFK confirms he will be at the LP National Convention and challenges Trump to a live debate. This would be incredible. Whoever wins the LP nomination should be on stage for this as well. This needs to happen. I don't know if you can pull that off as well, too. So there's a lot of buzz going on. Great buzz for the LP. That's just great discussion for the LP. I know the challenge, like we said, is to get people over to the party, but it's just buzzing and it's breaking news. It's huge news. I've been covering RFK, if you've noticed, on the channel just recently more because we've seen this bubbling up. And now we're going to see it bubble up into some action. The only way it can't is if Trump doesn't go. Because if Trump goes, then the speechwriter for Trump has to acknowledge RFK. So even if they don't do a direct debate, we're going to see hands free.
Oh, that all of the modeling for climate change indicates that we're going to be facing superstorms, storms on steroids, droughts, famine, the disappearance of the ice caps, the disappearance of the glaciers on every continent, and that it's going to be, there's going to be major disruptions, not just to humanity, but ultimately to civilization. And this is part of the cost that we're paying for our long-time deadly addiction to coal and oil. Endorsement.
What about AOC's new Green Deal? What do you think about that?
Green
New Deal, excuse
me. I
me.
think the Green New Deal is, all of that stuff is important, it's good, we ought to be pursuing it.
Middle MAGA.